Go ahead.
If you want to queue up that one video, 8 minutes and 38 seconds is one of the more complicated interactions if you're just looking like where to go. But if you're just going to show the title of it, we can talk to that too.
Okay, perfect. 8:38. That's fine too. Hello, everybody. We're live. Can you hear us? Can you see us? Welcome from the internet. Haha. Let us know where you're from in the comments. Drop your location if you want, if you feel comfortable. I'm not going to come and hunt you down. We have James Douma. We have Chuck Cook. If you're part of the Tesla community, you know these gentlemen very well. Both gentlemen have 10.69 in their cars, and of course both gentlemen have been very helpful in helping the Tesla community understand the state of FSD, where it's going to go in the future. Obviously Chuck has had a software release named after him, which I can't even imagine how cool that is, and James obviously has just blew our brains with the amount of knowledge he has from an AI perspective. And having these two guys in the same virtual room with me, it's a great honor for me. So I'd really appreciate you guys agreeing to this discussion. So thank you both very much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Awesome. Yeah, it's my pleasure. Chuck, what was it? 8:38 was the timestamp. I'll pull that up. But in the meantime, if you want to talk about the video that you dropped today, we'll kick off the conversation.
First of all, for everyone that watches my videos, you know I bang out these unprotected left turns. And it's not necessarily because I love doing them. It's because everybody loves watching them. And oh, by the way, they're very different every single time because we're driving these cars in an unconstrained operational domain with other vehicles that are always different every time. But today I released one because a few viewers were like, hey, we hadn't seen a copy of your unprotected left turns on this build yet, and we're getting ready to get another build this week. Like Elon mentioned, we're expecting .2 at the end of the week, if that holds true. So I did this drive today, and my very first video on 69.0 was amazing. It was unbelievable, actually. And you can say it was the day, the whatever, who knows? We can go down the whole A/B testing scenario, which I'm not necessarily sure is happening, but when you describe different interactions, every single one is unique. You can't sit there and stack them up and say, this is following that one and that one's following this one, because I think they're all unique. But today I was about 50-50. So it wasn't great, but there were some of them that were fine, just fine. And they were fine because Tesla in 69 has introduced two functions that really help it do better. They instituted a creep limit wall, or whatever you want to call it, and it may not be new, but they're visualizing it to me how far they're calculating the car can go based on an extension of the drivable space. And then they introduced a new median projection network. Maybe James could come up with the right word of what is a drivable space that it can go to. And then to get there, they've introduced a little right turn and a little left turn that they're calling a pose in the release notes that allows it to enter the traffic at a better angle and also fit in a tight median. So it all kind of works as a two-part problem rather than a one-part problem that it was doing before this build. So anyway, take a look at the video if you're interested in it. Throw some comments